Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Dota. So we're just playing this, and I figured I'd show this because it is Friday the 13th currently at time of recording. And yeah, basically I wanted to show you guys a Friday the 13th Dota game where everything actually works out really well for me because like normally I've got really terrible awful luck, but this time not only do I have really terrible awful luck, but everybody else does as well, which means that our opponents, who normally have to just like have me being like really bad luck, getting a really awful team, and being like awful myself, it's more equalized now. So both sides are screwed, and that just means that I get to really play better here. So going along as Lich, the reason I picked Lich was because I was stuck as support. I don't play support in this game. I don't know how to do it. I don't understand it, and I'm not very good at it. I did buy the Courier. Crystal Maiden got the wards, so we were at least doing that right. We got Terrorblade, who's I'm not really sure what he's been doing this game, honestly. He should be at bottom lane with Crystal Maiden, but it seemed like he's been roaming around a little bit. Crystal Maiden having a hard time bottom lane against an Invoker and a Panda. The Panda being an absolute asshole, of course. But, you know, up here, we're doing well. I finally got my Sacrifice, which means that I can just eat minions and get health back, or mana back, and that's a really good thing. It means that I can stay in lane, just keep harassing these assholes, just putting on a little bit of damage and pressure on them, and that really helps out quite a bit. Now, Riki over here is not getting any farm whatsoever, basically. Like, he jumps on my face, it's not really a big deal. I can just run away pretty easily, tango up, fine. And once it gets down to it, I can just always go back in, and I can just start harassing him again. It's fine. He's got 3 pairs of slippers for some reason. Not exactly the sort of start that I would normally consider good, but, you know, he's with a Windrunner. Windrunner's doing something a little bit smarter here. He's got a Magic Stick, which is going to be really helpful against me in lane since I keep spamming my damn spells. I try and run back a bit further than the range for that when I consume, so, you know, this guy goes in, gets a bit of a harass off, runs back down. I don't know if it was worth it, but seemed to work out okay. Anyway, he's got a Wraith Band and some tangos. Builds up here, not necessarily smart, not necessarily bad. I don't really know. All I know is that I just want to eat minions and eat minions all day, and completely screw up my denies here. I don't know why I did that, but thankfully for us, the like Windrunner, it's just auto attacking minion lines, so it's just getting pushed right out, and Riki can't do anything. So he's not getting any farm, he's not getting any money, and he's the one that needs the money. Like Crystal Maiden or the Windrunner is getting a little bit of money here. She doesn't need it. She should not be the one getting the last hits here at all, so. And I think I eat a minion here? Yeah, there we go. 75 mana from those. Pretty good. Gets higher as the game goes on, so. Yeah.
Denied.
Ultimately, we're doing pretty well. Other lanes over here. Crystal Maiden gets owned, like, right there. I don't really like this Shadow Blade necessarily. He's not doing enough stuff. He's not really getting farm. He's just sort of pushing up the lane now. And he could have gotten a kill on the Panda at that point in time if he had been keeping up. Like, he's just now level 3, and up here, like, I'm level, like, 3 as well. But I've been level 3 for a lot longer than he has. He should have been level 3 early enough to help out in that fight. And, I don't know, Metamorphosis and hit the Panda or some shit. Like, they should really have gotten the kill there, like, but they didn't. Like, Crystal Maiden, I don't know. Could have probably frostbitten, and Terrorblade should have been able to kill him, so that was a missed opportunity there. Up here, we're doing okay. Slark jumped my face again, but, or Riki. Riki, Slark, they're all the same. But, you know, we're not going to worry too much about that. Currently, one of the weird things is, like, since he's getting so underfarmed, I'm not really going to worry about getting wards or anything like that from when he hits 6, because he's just not going to be that dangerous, and that is actually what's going to end up happening. He's not going to be dangerous at all to us. He's not going to be a threat. So I'm working instead towards a quick Urn of Shadows. I should probably have gotten Mechanism first and then the Urn of Shadows, because like we're not getting into those big team fights that get you a lot of Urn of Shadow charges really quickly, but it actually is a good item in its own right, so that's fine. And I get shackled and just run away immediately. Things Windrunner here is not really, she's leveling her power shot when she should be leveling her shackles to get assists for Riki, but they can't kill us anyway, so she might as well take power shot. Because, like, she should be supporting him more. She should be making sure to deny last hits and to take last hits instead of pushing up the minion lane constantly. Here, we almost kill Windrunner, but Windrunner's Windrunner and just runs the hell away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If I had gotten hit by that, I probably would have been in trouble, but, you know, I didn't, so it's good. Just eat a tree or whatever. Now, Ricky is going to get into a bad position. I'm going to Frostbite him, or whatever this is called. Yeah, Frost Blast him. And that's going to give Colonel Clink over here the opportunity to go gun him down. I have to run away, but, you know, I just keep walking. Another hit, he probably wouldn't have killed me in one more hit anyway, so I probably would have been fine. I just didn't want to turn to fight, because if I had, I might have stolen the kill. And I want Colonel Clink over here to get all the kills. And he should probably also not be taking all the harass from those damn minions. So he's leveling up Strafe immediately. I don't know about that, personally. I like Searing Arrows, but, like, there's nothing wrong at all with Strafe. If we get into a punching fight where we just stand there and, like, knock each other in the face, Strafe is a really good one. So it's a lot more damage just from all that bonus attack speed, but... Yeah, he ends up buying... he's going Phase Boots. Really good choice on, like, anybody. I like those things. And I've got my Urn of Shadows heading towards me now. Like, currently I've bought the Sage's Mask over there, but the rest of the Urn of Shadows is heading my way. Taking that last hit there just as sort of tax, because I'll be trying to get that Urn of Shadows to help the team out. And because I kind of want that mechanism soon. Shackled to a tree. This kind of sucks, but... And yeah, they'll make it out fine. Ricky managed to use his Blink Strike to get out of there. I didn't want to run up too far forward because I had the courier heading towards me. And I didn't want them to get a snipe on the courier, because that would be just really bad. But yeah, with the Urn of Shadows, I'll be able to sort of do okay here. And at this point in time, I think I'm starting to save up towards the buckler first instead of the headdress, since I think that we don't really need the HP regen all that badly. And in lane, like over here, Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is doing really well this game. Death Prophet over here doing, you know, what she does, but it's not going to be... Like, this guy's got really good spacing, I think, is the thing, so, like... Yeah, he just gets these hits, and it's quite a lot of damage, but... Here's that damn panda again. Pop! Yeah, if Death Prophet had actually been there for him, he probably would have gotten the kill, but nope, he wasn't, so he didn't. Over here, just poking around, getting shot by power shots or whatever. It's not a big deal. But getting harassed on that Ricky is going to be a good thing, even though I have to like run like shit now. And this part is extra bad, but you know, I managed to get away. And then I die, but then I kill Ricky by turning around and just using my ult. I really wish that had ricocheted onto Windrunner, but you know, it didn't happen. It's fine. I don't know where Clink was at that time, point in time, but you know, he was doing something. I think he might have been eating a... I think he might have been looking for a good jungle creep to eat to get the hit points, but he hasn't actually used that yet, so I don't know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he could really have gotten that much more cleanly, but he gets it anyway, so it's fine. I don't know why Wind Ranger actually stopped there.
Fire grows hungrier the more it's fed.
So yeah, things worked out pretty well for us both in that sort of regard. He got a kill, I got that kill on Riki, which sort of shut down his money game, and he's been buying Dust of Appearance, so like he's trying to shut down Clink's ability to sort of stealth and run away. The problem is that all he can stop is the stealth. He can't still stop the runaway. And like Clink at this point in time is dealing more damage than him anyway, because those phase boots, just a huge amount of damage, and he's also got a quarterstaff, so I mean, like Ricky can't fight him, really. Like he'll have to death pack something else, but like in a 1v1 fight, I think that Clink is definitely ahead. At this point in time, I'm not too concerned about buying wards, just because, again, Riki doesn't feel like a threat right now. He doesn't seem like he can actually do a whole lot of damage to us. Here's going to prove me a bit wrong, but like was just a really good ambush getting us both with that shackle there. And we're both going to get away just fine, so it's not like a huge deal or anything. Like that was just one of those moments where it's just like, oh shit. I think that was just a pure luck blind shot from the Wind Ranger there, but it was a good shot regardless. So Shadow Fiend's just going to come up here. I really wish he'd wait for the Crystal Maiden, because he could have gotten a double, but he's going to go in here. while Clinks and I just run the hell away. And yeah, Ricky, it's just like exploded. Yeah, if he'd waited a little bit, he could have gotten 2, but I don't know. If they had stunned Wind Ranger, he could have nuked her down and then killed Ricky if they had... I think... Oh, no, they don't have those wards yet. Okay. Crystal Maiden's eventually going to get a bunch of those wards. I'm not sure I like what Seraphine is getting for sort of like soloing bottom lane. It's not really... I don't really know what the Venom Orb is supposed to be doing for him here. I'm not even sure that works on his illusions, and it's really costing our bottom lane tower a lot, but even so, I come down, teleport down, and I drop my ult on them, and you'll actually see me get a good kill against the Panda, just barely. It's just barely in range to kill him, so that was worth teleporting down there. I've now got 2 charges of my Urn of Shadows, which is really good, and hopefully we'll be able to hold this. So the thing is, he doesn't check my mana, so he doesn't know that I'm pretty much out. And I think he figures I'm also a Lich, so like I could just get mana. And so he backs off a little bit, which means that I got an opportunity here to sort of save this tower a little bit. I can't deny it quite yet. It's not quite low enough for me to do that, but it helped me save it for now, which I think is going to be quite good. So after that, you know, I've done my thing. I made sure that we didn't lose the tower just immediately on that push and made it so that it was a 1-for-1 instead of a 1-for-nothing. Unfortunately, a Shadow Fiend just like gets sort of screwed over here. It starts running away. We don't know how to catch Riki, and Riki, thankfully for us, decides that he doesn't want anything to do with this, because like he can't beat Shadow Fiend. So we all sort of derp around there to look for him, but Riki eventually sort of gives up. Crystal Maiden drops a nice ward there, of course. Riki just being a little rat bastard. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Crystal Maiden, honestly, there. I think he might have been able to kill her. She doesn't really have that much going for her. She's got decent armor because of the Tranquil Boots, but she doesn't have anything, like, really... We shouldn't have fortified her there. We should have denied. I think we ended up denying anyway, but, like, he really could have killed Invoker there if he had been paying more attention. But, you know, he's not exactly, like, getting himself killed either, though, so we can't really criticize too harshly there. This one, we got Shadow Fiend and Clink up here, which is a lot of damage in that combination there. Now, I run into, like, the Panda and Riki down here, and I'm probably going to get killed. In fact, I recall getting killed here, but, you know, going in on this is fine, since they'll attack me here. And that gives our, like, Shadow Fiend an opportunity to get 2 kills really easily. And Clinks, of course, also gets, I think he actually ends up not running down Windrunner, but we almost get her, so it would have been nice. Crystal Maiden over here, if she had been paying attention, could have run down there and, like, froze her. But instead, she's, like, ulting Death Prophet. Nothing really results from it, but, you know. It was still a 2-for-1, and the one that got killed was a support, and the one who got the kill was, you know, a Shadow Fiend. Two kills on Shadow Fiend. So really, that definitely was to our advantage. It was definitely a good trade-off. We've got blue wards coming down. I don't think that they're too necessary, but given how many people can stealth on their team, it's still a decent idea, definitely. And I can see why they went for it. Terrorblade, unfortunately, is going to have to back off here, but I think we do take the tower. Just one last hit. Yep.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And at this point in time, like, our team just sort of has to fall back a little bit. I'm going top lane simply because I see that the lane is getting sort of pushed a little bit, but and there's sort of free farm that I could be taking here. And the rest of our team, like, is backed off pretty safely. Clink over here is just fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what's going on over there. So I don't particularly need to be anywhere. And the enemy team, while gathered together, I don't think that they can really safely push mid as it is. Although, like, now they can, since we've got Terrorblade running back here. But if it were 3v5, I think that our team actually could have done okay. But now that's 2v5, like, it's better to just abandon the tower, take as much last hits as I can, and as much experience as I can from top lane. And that'll be fine. Like, we'll lose the tower, whatever. We can afford to lose middle tower. I mean, we've already got their middle tower. And Clink is actually going to do a little bit to do a lot of pressure on their bottom tower while I'm doing pressure on their top tower. So, I mean, like, they aren't getting our towers for free or anything like that. Now, unfortunately, at this point in time, they are just coming for me. So at this point in time, I just sort of see them thanks to that ward there, and I'm just like, okay, nope. Although I've been thinking that I kind of need to leave at this point in time anyway. So what I do is I just sort of run here, and I just teleport out. So there's no escaping for me using just walking. So, like, a good reason. Always have a teleport scroll on you at all times. And I'm just gone. And now Panda Man has wasted his ult for no damn reason whatsoever, because he thought that was going to be there. Instead, I'm gone, and back over here with my new buckler and my new headdress. Very fashionable. And I'm just going to beeline it up to top lane, where we're going to get into a bit of a team fight. Unfortunately, our like big damage, like Shadow Fiend, gets killed. So that's really bad for us. It means that we've lost a lot of our potential fight here. Especially because his ult is such a good anti-team fight weapon, especially against like Invoker, Windrunner, and Panda. All three of them rely a lot on those auto attacks. So we're just going to have to run up here. Now the problem here is like, team is just assholes. I don't know what Crystal Maiden is doing up there. Like, I don't know what Terrorblade is doing running from a 2v1 apparent, like, thing that looks like 2v1. So like, I just get screwed over, and I have to run. And I get out of there, but like, it's just like, okay, screw you, Ricky, ulted. Queued, and then I just use the urn on myself and burn down Ricky, because screw you. So, you know, that worked out okay for me, but their team's still all here, so we still have to fight this. But, you know, I use another charge for my Shadow Urn, and that gets me up to pretty high health. Windrunner over here, like, is kind of in a bad place now, because here comes Shadow Fiend. And he just ults and just does a ton of damage to their entire team. Like, they just get burned down. Now, one of the weird things is their Death Prophet has, like, that stupid Shadow Blade, so it's just running around invisibly all the time. That's actually the reason I should be getting, like, something to see invisible people, and you'll see me pay for that later. But even without that, like, I'm doing pretty well here, just farming up. Pretty happy. And that last fight got me the ingredients I needed to get my mechanism. So with the mechanism and Shadow Urn, I'm just really going to be able to help out the team as far as like that goes. This also gives us an opportunity for a real strong push up top lane. Basically, it's just us versus all of them. Ricky over here can see him somehow. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But Clink's able to run away pretty quickly. He's got the big thing is he's got these phase boots, so he's pretty fast. And then he stealths just at the last minute, which is really good. Alright, so there we've managed to kill them. Or kill their tower, and at this point in time, I've got my mechanism, my Shadow Urn. It's all quite good. At this point in time, like, I'm wondering what I should get for my sort of big item, and I decide, in this case, I'm going to go for the Refresher Orb. The reason that I'm getting that is I've got this mechanism which really benefits from it, and like my ulti is like what I've been using. That's sort of how I'm useful. And Aghanims I don't think is going to be useful in this particular scenario, simply because I don't feel like I don't feel as though the Aghanims would actually proc enough. Like I am getting okay bounces, but I don't feel like I need that many more bounces. So it would have been nice, I guess, to get the extra damage, but again, I don't really need it, since I don't really feel like I need it for no particular reason. Anyway, fight sort of breaks out over here. It's a bit of a stupid one. Crystal Maiden, unfortunately, is getting screwed over pretty hard. Clinks gets over here, silences one of them, and like, I really wish Shadow Fiend had kept running here. Like, I go to use my mechanism on him, he gets shot by Power Shot, and then like runs into them for some reason. Like, he wants to get that kill. I don't think this was a good idea. And like, I'm out of mana, so I can't support him. So I get out of there. So yeah, that leaves us in a bad spot. Like, that was a bad situation to get into. I managed to go eat a minion, but it's too late for me to use that mana to throw my ult in there. Chain Frost actually would have been really good there. So Clink's heading up top lane to try and deny or defend top tower there against the Invoker. Invoker's doing okay for himself, but he's not getting like fed or anything like that. I don't actually think that he's necessarily too experienced with him, because if he were, I feel as though he would probably be using more of those sort of exort combos that would have let him snipe a couple kills in a few situations where he missed him. And, like, he's keeping up with me in levels, and I should not be keeping up with him in levels. Like, I should be behind him, just because of the position I'm playing in this game. Of course, I'm screwing up these last bits, like, awfully, but whatever. Alright. So you can see, like, I don't really need this these arcane boots here. I got them for the team. I didn't get them for myself quite as much because, like, I kind of figure I can use them to help out my team. Now, I actually, like, screw up terribly and forget to actually use the damn things. Like, consistently. It's awful, but there are a lot of situations where I should have been using my arcane boots and I just don't, so it's bad on me for that. But in any event, yeah, at this point in time, the next time I'm going to go for is Refresher Orb. And I think that that's not necessarily what you normally want to get on a Lich. You normally want to get the Ags, but that's if you've got something like Magus that you can combo your ult with, I think. And there's no one really that can chain lock them down as a team. So I feel like what I've got here is pretty much going to be what I can do. I mean, being able to throw 2 ults means I can sort of screw up my ult and not have to worry or feel too bad about it. So basically just telling Ricky to fuck off over there, and he runs off. Still got his permanent damn invisibility, which is a real pain. It's so annoying. I don't know why they would have a character that's just like, oh no, he's always invisible. That's totally legitimate. But I mean, it's not too bad just because it's not too hard to get things that let you see things, invisible people at any rate. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
at this point in time, I figure I'm going to go help top tower. The reason I'm helping top tower is we can finish this push. I really wish Shadow Fiend had kept up a little bit of pressure in middle lane. But we're able to put down a lot of pressure on this tower, get it pretty much killed, and then unfortunately just get killed. Like, we get murdered pretty badly. Fortunately, I managed to kill Ricky first, which is nice, but, like, still. The good thing, though, is our Clink gets away, and, of course, him being the carry, that's who we want to be getting away from these fights, so that's perfectly acceptable to me, and I like, knocked down Ricky's money as well again, so he still has these 3 damn slippers of agility. So, like, he's got an agility score of, like, 57 plus 17. That's really quite not what he wants to have at this sort of time. Clink over here, he's got, like, an agility of, like, 61 plus 6, and then a whole shitload of extra damage. 57 bonus damage, so he's doing a lot better. Top tower gets killed by the enemy team. There's nothing we can do to stop that. And that panda's still there, that asshole panda. Fortunately, we're in a good position to stop him from actually taking our tower or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. As Shadow Fiend up here is going to be able to sort of push back this pretty easy. Nothing too big here. I would actually kind of have liked it if Shadow Fiend had gotten a little bit of lifesteal, because he's in lane a lot, pretty low health, and he would have won a couple fights that he wouldn't have won otherwise if he had that instead of Shadow Blade. The Shadow Blade's still a good item, but I mean, we already have Clink on our team, so we don't really need both to have that ability. I run into a panda, and he runs the hell away from me. I have no idea why. I'm just a Lich. Yeah, Clink gets his ass handed to him over here. Sort of roaming alone by himself without those sort of wards. It's not really anything great, but nothing too terrible either. Now, the Panda's been the one buying their team wards to a certain degree, but he's also got a Sanga and Yash and a Quelling Blade, so, like, at the same time, like, really, he's sort of in a situation that's not the best for him. I think I remember to use it. Yeah, Mechanism. Good. Just start working on this damn Death Prophet over here, who's got her ult back up, which is just shit. And then there's this panda asshole over here who's burning down our carry, who managed to get away thanks to the Shadow Blade. Managed to frost him and managed to focus him down, so not a problem. At this point in time, I should really be using my goddamn boots. Like, just look at this situation here. Use your boots. Use your boots. Although I think Crystal Maiden used, I don't know, she's got Tranquils. I don't know. Well, either way, I don't really care. So off we go, doing whatever it is. I'm going to go defend bottom lane, by which I mean take the juicy, delicious farm that's there. I mean, we've got this haste rune here, but none of us really need it. Most of us feel pretty confident getting out of a bad situation. Ice armor for me, like I feel pretty confident because of it. to get out of situations that you would normally not expect a support to be able to get out of. It is a lot of extra armor. It's got that slow duration, so it means that I can sort of run the hell away from a carry or something like that. Oh, what the hell? For some reason, the Dota screen just likes turning itself off from time to time. I don't have any idea what does that or why. But yeah, it's just like, no, you're not playing Dota anymore. And I'm like, why, game? Why? So yeah, we've got Crystal Maiden here dewarding, which is really good for us, and good for her as well, since that's 50 bucks. But that leads to a fight between us and sort of Ricky over here. It's a pretty good fight for us. Windrunner shows up too late to do anything, so you know, I think about helping here, but I decided to just go back to farming. It looks like the enemy sort of disengaged. Then I find out that the team actually does want to continue going in on this. It would have been nice if they had sort of told me, but there's not a whole lot I could be doing here. I wish I knew that that panda was there, but you know, Death Prophet on their team disconnects. Their Death Prophet didn't rage quit or anything. Their Death Prophet will actually be back, but like, you know, it's okay. You can see the Invoker over here attacking these Centaurs, but
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
not a whole lot he can do about it. I don't think that I can honestly catch Invoker because of his just ability to do this. So yeah, he just buggers the hell off, hides in a corner, and we're like, where are you, you asshole? And he's like, no, 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 no. And yeah, he's gone. At this point in time, he's gonna like head into the side shop, just buy a scroll and teleport out of here. But that gives us a good opportunity to go ahead and push down the lane. And that's exactly what we'll be doing here. Unfortunately, Shadow Fiend going to get a little bit hit. I have to run up here just because I want to get my Oblivion Staff, which is, you know, going to come a little bit later, but yeah, so Shadow Fiend gets his ass handed to him a little bit. At this point in time, I accidentally earn Crystal Maiden, entirely the wrong person. And the enemy team just sort of starts pausing the game because they're waiting for the Death Prophet to come back. They're on Skype or something, and like Death Prophet is saying that she's going to reconnect. So like that's why they keep chain pausing here. It's just to try and get that player back, and that's what ends up happening. But like for me, it's just like yeah, I was just like, I can't believe I earned Crystal Maiden there. I can't believe I earned Crystal Maiden there. Fortunately, though, I've got the mechanism, so he's got a lot more HP regen than he normally would. And, of course, I can also mechanism, so this brings him back up to pretty good health, like 400 something. You know, it's enough that he could feel a little bit confident about what we're doing. They pause again because, again, they're waiting for Death Prophet. They know that Death Prophet's coming back. I really should be earning, like, Shadow Fiend, like, now, but I'm not because I'm a moron. But, you know, whatever. Clink's over here. Going to get killed by minions. It's very sad. There we go. Finally actually heal this guy with this goddamn Shadow Urn. It's quite a lot of heal. It's 400, so he's practically up to full health now. And he's still also getting the passive regen from it. So, like, he's actually pretty tough. He's actually pretty much back up to full now, so he doesn't have to go back. Which is really good for us. So, it gives us an opportunity to keep this push alive, where we otherwise would have had to have, like, run off. At this point in time, we sort of bugger off because they've got a lot of people coming in to try and counter this. 3 people, 3v3. Shackles them both. I got my Oblivion Staff, though, so it's not all bad. I really wish Shadow Fiend had, like, turned to fight here, but he'll fight a little bit late, is what ends up happening. So, Ricky over here. I get the chance to mechanism myself and to do all that good stuff. Shadow Fiend gonna burn them both down, I think. Just one of them, actually. It looks like Invoker manages to slip away. Now, what's gonna happen here is Ricky's gonna get a little overconfident, and he's gonna end up standing too close to this ward that he doesn't know about. So we're gonna actually spot him, and we're gonna all sort of scramble up to go get him over here. So here you can see we're all going in on him. It's just like, yeah, easy kill. And this gives us a much better opportunity to take out this tower, because now it's just the panda defending it. We don't know where Invoker is. We figure he's probably still lurking around somewhere, but 3 of us versus 2 of them, even with the tower there, we feel pretty confident about that. We can't kill this panda, and we see Invoker, so we know he's not behind us anymore. So, like, we're pretty much okay to just let the lane push naturally. I should really be using my friggin' boots here, but, you know, I keep forgetting about them. Like, I've got so many things that I've got on my item toolbar that I'm sort of managing charges of that I just keep forgetting about the boots. Which is okay, I guess. It's, like, the least important. I'd rather have my team be healthy than my team have mana, if I had to choose between them. And, like, there's just Clinkz destroying towers like an asshole with its double damage and strafe ability. Just ridiculous amounts of damage here. It's got like 119 plus 67. That's just really, really good. So for me, on the other hand, I've got my Perseverance. I've almost got my Refresher Orb. The reason, again, I really like Lich's ult. Chain Frost is just a really good ability, but the problem is that I never actually get like all 5 of the enemy in a cluster, so I'd never actually get a situation where all of my chains just keep going forever. That just doesn't happen. And it already jumps like a lot of times. It's just ridiculous. So I don't need to worry too much about it. It's just like 10 jumps and like you'll never really feel that that's not enough already. And it's not even full yet. Over here, Shadowblade running around, sees these guys up here and starts to attack the Panda, which is not necessarily the guy that I would think of as the sort of smart person to hit. But they also get on Terrorblade and they start hitting Crystal Maiden. Fortunately, we managed to save her. And I managed to do absolutely dick all in this particular fight, but I send out my ult finally. All it does is basically kill somebody. But then, of course, Death Prophet kills me with her bullshit being invisible while following me with ghosts. It's just like, you son of a bitch. So yeah, it's a good thing that they got their Death Prophet back, because that was really pissing me off. Anyway, got all these ghosts running through here, and is going to like heal her back pretty much to full health once they get recalled. How much longer does that last? Yeah, look at that, full health. More than full health. Holy Jesus. But even despite that, it was a pretty good fight. We lost 2 of our support characters, Crystal Maiden and myself, who are the people that we want to lose in these fights. And we got our kills on our people that we want to have them. Death Prophet on their team is the closest they're going to end up getting to carry, just because like they don't really have any means to deal damage otherwise. Clinkz over here, I think he's a little bit overextended again. He should probably get back, which he does. So he goes invisible and just runs away. I'm amazed that they haven't got a Gem of True Seeing on, like, Ricky or something. Like, they've got Dust, but Dust is not a Gem of True Seeing. Given the circumstances, it would probably have been a better buy, because we've also got, like, that stupid... well, we got that Shadow Blade on our Shadow Fiend, so he's running around invisibly quite a lot as well, and he's a major threat, and our other guy that's a major threat is Clinkz, and he's just always invisible. I don't know if he needs the Orchid Malevolence, but sure is giving him a lot of MP regen. So he's just constantly spamming his spells. Yeah, actually, no, I can see why he's doing that. It's really, really good. So at this point in time, we sort of check in on our side. It's like, yeah, you can do Roche, so I hit it. We managed to immediately lose a bunch of hit points on Terrorblade, but like he's not really our damage dealer in this particular situation anyway. Like we got Shadow Fiend, we got Clinkz down there, so get an easy, quick Roshan. We saw that they couldn't see us because of this ward over here, and yeah, we managed to sort of turn mid. Crystal Maiden runs in and starts getting burned down by their team. I throw my ulti down. Crystal Maiden starts using her ult. That gets a kill against their what's her name. That stops her from using that ult. And this gives us a good push. Like one of the other things, like since I've got so much healing items on me, I heal myself up to practically full with the Shadow Urn, Urn of Shadows, and I'm gonna run up to the team and just like use Mechanism. Brings us back up even more. We're pretty much a full health team now. The only exception is, of course, Crystal Maiden, who's way back here, being sad, but also having Tranquil Boots, so she'll recover really, really quickly. We shouldn't be pushing, like, chasing the Panda over here. We should actually just be pushing as hard as we can in the lane. But, you know, we end up chasing down and killing the Panda. I mean, we figure he's an endangered species. We might as well put him out of his misery. Yeah, so... Panda is not going to have the best of times here. Clinkz over here, just burning down towers as he does.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Manages to do quite a lot of damage to that center tower. And we finally managed to capture and kill their little what's his name. So yeah, we take this opportunity to drive down bottom lane. Might as well. And unfortunately he uses charge from his Monkey King bar or something. Which is... Black King bar, I mean, that's really unfortunate. But, you know, he ends up not having to use all of the charges on him anyway, so I don't think it's too bad. Like, it's not like he ends up in trouble or anything, so... I thought that they were going to do a drive down mid, so I decided to join Clinks down here. But that's not what ended up happening. But that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we still got a bit of a push going on bottom. We got pressure in a lot of lanes. We should go top lane and start moving that one towards them, but I mean, we're still doing pretty well all in all in the grand scheme of things. I decided to keep up that pressure mid. Just keep pushing a little bit. Try and make it so that they have to sort of react to me. I end up going down bottom instead, though, because it looks like a team fight is about to happen, and it is. So here we go. It's a very sort of unfortunate one because, like, Crystal Maiden gets completely screwed over. Terrorblade over here. There we go. So I killed somebody, I'm not really sure who, with my ult. And Ricky over here decides to gas me, which is not really a great idea. I managed to burn him down pretty easily. So Terror Fiend, he'll be fine. I should not have actually gone chasing after him, but it turns out that Shadow Fiend was fine, managing to kill both of those guys. So that works out fine in our favor, and gives him a great opportunity to sort of burn down their lane. And he's got a Helm of the Dominator now as well, so he can actually lifesteal himself back up a little bit. Although I'm not sure it stacks with Desolator. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm not sure what... He's using Desolator right now, so he's not getting any lifesteal out of the Helm of the Dominator, so... you know, that's fine, though. Here, Panda. I can't stop him. Like, my ult's on and cooldown, so there's no point in trying to stop him. Didn't want to waste my time or my mana. I healed up Shadow Fiend, but he decides to run away back to base anyway. I figured that he was hanging around because he was wanted to actually... you know, fight or something, but then he runs off. That's fine, though. So yeah, this is going all in all pretty well for our team. Like, their team's sort of getting into these clumsy fights, and then, like, they don't have the real main damage dealer like our team does. They've got a lot of people with a lot of really good support abilities, and they've got a lot of really good ultimates that help out quite a bit, like Death Prophets and... actually, no, Death Prophets is the only really good ult. But they basically have a pretty decent team in a lot of respects. But they don't have a real carry. Like, Death Prophet is the closest they have to that. And like, Death Prophet is building actually like that sort of build, but just died terribly anyway. So it's kind of that sort of situation. Unfortunately, the Panda manages to kill Shadow Fiend here. And, you know, I guess he sort of overestimated himself when he was fighting those pandas. But, you know, he explodes and dies. I could probably have gotten there and saved him if I had been a little bit more on the ball or faster, but, like, you know, just a few seconds. Also, if he had started running a lot more quickly, as soon as he got the Death Prophet kill and started running, he probably would have made it away, but, you know, it's fine. Our Shadow Fiend is going to be down for a long time, but we still have, like, Clinks over here to rely on. And he's got a lot of damage right now. He's got the Monkey King bar. He's got the Butterfly. I mean, he just can do a lot of damage, which is really good. I think he actually kills the Courier here.
Radiant's Courier has been killed.
Yep. Just runs it the fuck down. Which was pretty hilarious, but, you know, whatever. With that strafe, he just instantly takes out an entire line of minions. Here's Ricky, though, and Windrunner. He really shouldn't be worried about this combo. He probably could have killed them both. But, you know, he runs off. That's fine, though. Works out okay, and he gets away, so it's okay. In the meantime, though, I'm running around with my Refresher Orb. At this point in time, all I'm thinking about getting really is, like, I kind of figure maybe, you know, a Heart of the Tarrasque would be a good idea for me to get, because I'm kind of getting fed. Ricky walked past me, and what's going to happen is I'm going to get jumped by like 3 people, and it's going to be awful, but I get that ult off. I get my heal off with my self. I run, and then I live, and their entire team is like dead. So, yeah, I would call that bait were it not for the fact that that is a complete goddamn lie. So I screw this up. I should have used the mechanism, and then I should have used my refresher orb, but, you know, it works out okay because I'm practically full health anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. So, you know, I don't have to worry about it. What I should really be concerned about is that I'm not using my goddamn Arcane Boots. I could have used my Arcane Boots twice here and really had Crystal Maiden back up on her feet. The Arcane Aura should be helping quite a bit because that's quite a lot of base mana regen in addition to what we've already got. But you know, like, I finally used my boots. Crystal Maiden still can barely do jack shit all as far as, like, casting spells goes, but, I mean, I'm full mana at least, and I've got my ult back up already, even though it should be on a much longer cooldown.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, like, at this point in time, like, we just push. Like, we don't feel like there's any need for us to stop here. Like, we just go straight for the towers, and at this point in time, the game's pretty much over. Like, there's not a whole lot they can do to us. I get shackled for, like, a brief second here. Ricky decides to fog me. It does nothing. And we just continue on doing what we were doing, like, as though they didn't even exist. Like, we take the tower, no problem. Ricky's getting a little bit too close to some other things, and I'm going for Crystal Maiden here. Death Prophet comes in, starts doing what Death Prophet does, which is be an annoying bitch. Ricky, you know, dies before my ult even hits him, which is a huge waste of my ult. But, you know, I can throw down my mechanism, keep our team, like, pretty much full health, Urn of Shadows, and that's the game. So yeah, it was a good Friday the 13th game. I chalk it down to the other team having bad luck, as well as my team having some bad luck. Like, our team should theoretically also be really bad. We've got 3 carries and 2 supports. It's not really a team composition that you really want to have, but it worked out in the end because 2 of our carries, 2 of 3, got really, really fed. So as you can see there, we did pretty well. Anyway, I hope you found this enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.